We got about 20 seconds. What else you got?
You take Route 28 south to beautiful downtown West Bridgewater.
All right, yeah, this is to get to your restaurant. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, you know how to get here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to be doing the opposite to get there.
Exactly.
Right. And when you get here,
Former hostage Barry Rosen, for example.
Even though the Iranians say things here and there now that they're more interested, it'll be very hard to convince the small...
On the West Bank, which I frankly feel is an inevitability now in the long run.
Over the past 27 months, 663 Palestinians have been killed in the uprising.
From 12 down in the final 6 minutes to beat Providence in overtime, 84-83. There's your sports. It's 8:19. We should see some sunshine as the day progresses today. It's very miserable looking at this hour, but that's been the pattern for the last couple of days, with early clouds and then sunshine later. And what a day. Temps in the mid and upper 70s today. Partly cloudy tonight, some fog rolling in again, 51. Partly sunny to start the day tomorrow, clouds to finish. And again, record-breaking temperatures in the 70s. Not bad at all. 5-6-2-1 last night in the lottery numbers game. 56-21 in the lottery.
Our experience has indicated that, unfortunately, there are many, many people who are injured during the course of their employment who are completely unaware of the fact that they have a potential case. This is particularly true in the area of compensable diseases or illnesses.
Bernard Cohen, founder of the law offices of Bernard Cohen Incorporated in Brockton, talks about workers' compensation.
If you have an illness or disease, and that illness or disease was either initiated, aggravated, or accelerated by your employment, then you may have a potential workers' compensation case. Too many people who have heart attacks are not aware of the fact that they have a potential case.
If you have questions about workers' compensation, call the law offices of Bernard Cohen in Brockton. 800-582-5353. 800-582-5353. There's never a charge for the first consultation.
If an employee has a heart attack, if an employee has carpal tunnel syndrome, if an employee has a stroke, anyone who feels that they have compensable illness would be well advised to seek competent legal advice.
21 minutes after 8 o'clock on WBET. And our general manager, Bill Sievich, just said, boy, we got a pile of things in today for the Academy Awards night, a week from Monday. So the cards and letters keep coming in, and you get yours in so we can get you an invite. We'd love to see you a week from Monday at Charades Nightclub in Brockton. You know how it works by now. Just send us a postcard. If not, just send us a letter. Something real quick. Stick in an envelope, name, address, birth date, and what am I leaving out? Phone number. And send to WBET to Academy Awards Night, 60 Main Street, Brockton, 02403. Tell us how many people you'd like to bring along, and we'll take care of it for you. We'll send you out the invitations first of next week. But get those cards in and letters, today, if possible, or tomorrow. So we'll get them by the first of the week, and we're going to send out all the invites, and you will be there with us. And we're really looking forward to it. What a great night we're going to have. Watch the Academy Awards, all kinds of snacks and a cash bar, and just prizes get bigger, and the list gets longer every day as we continue to put this together. So come on over and join us. Get your friends together and make a night of it. We're going to have a lot of fun. And we'll be broadcasting from the Charades throughout the night on Steve Albert's program between 7 and 11 o'clock. And the doors open at 7. You can come by any time after that and enjoy the evening with us. So get your cards together and your letters or whatever and send it to us, and we'll take it from there. And we look forward to seeing you on the the 26th of the month. A week from Monday is the 26th, yeah. So keep that night open and make it a night with us. 8:22, let's go to the phones. BT, hello.
Good morning, partner.
Stanny.
How you doing?
Stanny, this restaurant stuff, how much longer do you think?
Hey, Belle, there's a table over there for them. Seat them. Go ahead. Good girl.
Now, I just talked to George Hubert at Esterbrook's a half an hour ago, and now I'm talking about you. I feel like I'm living in a restaurant world instead of living in a broadcast world.
Elena, pick up. Well, let me tell you something.
Wait a minute. Didn't she go to school today?
She's taking morning off, going late class.
Oh, she is.
Too busy here for her to leave.
Too busy at the house. What's the name of the restaurant today?
Charlie and Stanny's Breakfast Nook today.
I get top billing today?
Yeah, today I'm giving you the credit, yeah.
Oh, well, that must mean there's somebody trying to get a bill paid or something, and you're trying to
Orange Zyrex and wax beans, pick up. Very busy.
There is America's breakfast right there.
We are doing so good, let me tell you.
Yeah,
we have the competition shaking and quaking in their big boots.
Right?
Yes, scared to death. I had a guy in here this morning, big guy. Took up whole doorway. He's coming to me begging and pleading. Let me in on it. Let me in on it. Save my store. I threw him out like garbage, I tell you.
You threw him out?
I'll never sell. These Japanese trying to take over, I tell you.
Was he a sumo wrestler?
He looked like one.
Yeah.
I don't know who the guy was.
Oh.
Came in with a bunch of hash trying to sell it on the side.
The hash, the food.
Yeah, I told him, no, I don't need it. Got crispy fried steak. Take a hike. I took care of him.
Well, I guess that shows him, huh?
That's right.
How come you didn't sell it when you had a chance to get out of this whole
Oh,
mess?
you kidding? Money rolling in. Pick up, Maybelle, move it. Come on, move it, move it. Good little girl, go, go. Wait a minute, important-looking guy coming in. Hey, Elena, hike up the dress. Get over there. Go, go.
Hike up the dress? What is this?
Well, she's busy. You know, her short skirt started to fade.
Boy, you know,
This place is great.
It is?
You are so lucky to be involved here in my restaurant, you know?
Yeah, your restaurant in my house. How does that figure?
That's right. Your partner, though.
Anybody from the Board of Health been down lately?
Elena's here. Wait a minute.
Oh, now what?
What? I have no time for this.
Yeah, I don't have time
Oh,
either.
businessman wants to talk to me. Oh, big shot here.
Sell the place.
Probably another...
No, don't sell the place. It's my house. What am I saying?
What do you want? Yeah, you want wax beans, Zarex, what? Crispy fried what? Board of Health. Zoning. Who are you? Where are you? Town hall? What? Here, you want breakfast?
Yeah,
Hey, listen, pal. Never mind license. Who are you kidding? You know who I am?
No, don't lay that line
No,
on.
I'm not Joe Kennedy.
I
am Charlie Bergeron's uncle.
Yeah, that'll go over
That's
big.
right,
They're gonna
radio
say,
guy.
Who?
Morning guy.
Sound like an owl.
Big star.
Yeah, big star.
Great big influential guy.
Yeah.
Here, have a plate of wax beans and pipe down. I fixed him.
He bought all that?
You kidding me? He shut up fast.
Yeah, well, does he got a locksmith with him?
Oh, I better put my cleaver down. So,
there's a reason for him to walk away.
Yeah, morning is going very well.
Yeah, so now you got the Board of Health there. This shouldn't be too long before they close the place down.
What does he know? He doesn't know anything about how to cook.
Stanley, that's his job.
Wait a minute. Hey.
Now what?
Elena, switch with Maybelle. Maybelle, take care of that wise guy. Maybelle, go over and fall on him or something. Good morning here. You know you're doing good when the competition is scared to death.
The competition is scared to death. Stanley, there's nobody around that could be the competition. We're in a residential area.
Where are we?
We're in a residential area.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
That's what Board of Health guys say.
Yes,
too.
it's illegal.
I threw a crispy fried steak at it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, in the head. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, I know. Direct hit, huh?
Yeah, direct hit. That's
Still
nice.
got the arm.
So that means now that I can just call my lawyer and now I'll be sued for...
Oh, the lawyer's here having breakfast. He's been here the last 4 days in a row. He loves it.
All right. Well, what's this guy doing now? Is he leaving? Is he sticking around?
He's eating.
He's eating.
That's right. Maybelle's over there showing him what is what.
Wax beans and Zarex.
Yeah, wax beans, Zarex. He even got crispy fried steak.
Oh, no cream cheese sandwiches today?
Might have that for dessert.
Okay. Yeah, yum.
Hot, you know.
All right, look, I got to get back to work, Stan.
Oh, you going to work? Oh,
yes.
Yeah, you got another 30 minutes or so.
Oh, please,
That's
you know.
right.
Yeah.
Well, hurry home. Your wife says she didn't see you all night last night. You got in about 4 in the morning.
I did not.
She doesn't even know she's married anymore.
Why do you say those things? You know, that just starts nothing but
don't
trouble.
worry, she is having fun here this morning.
Yeah,
She's got plenty of companionship.
Yeah, I'll bet you, yeah, of
She says
course.
it's nice to have some people in the house for a change instead of old empty house, you know?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Right.
Yeah, right. Well, look, just put a lid on it, all right? And,
Got a good offer on the grandfather clock. Maybe gone by the time you come home.
Well, don't just leave it there.
Hey, Maybelle, seat these two in the love seat. Go ahead.
Oh,
well,
great.
we got to go.
Yeah, okay.
Busy, you
Yeah,
know?
okay. Well, thanks for everything, Stanley. You've really ruined my life this
Right. Have a nice morning. See you at 9:10.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
You're a professional. There are things you just wouldn't do around the office, like showing up with a sunburn after a sick day.
Feeling better, Bob?
It wouldn't look good. So you're not about to print your business documents on just any old laser printer. You'll insist on the laser-sharp quality of the new HP LaserJet 3 printer. You get more fonts, scalable type, business documents that make you look even more professional.
Hey, this proposal actually makes you look good, Bob.
See the new HP LaserJet 3 printer at your local authorized Hewlett-Packard dealer.
It's Super Shoe Saturday at JCPenney. This Saturday only, save 20 to 25% off the regular prices on all kinds of men's, women's, and children's shoes. Names like Keds, Candies, Gitano, LA Gear, Stafford, Giorgio Bertini, and St. John's Bay. You'll even find Western boots at 25 to 50% off. This Saturday only during our one-day Super Shoe Saturday sale.
You're looking smarter than ever.
Checking with Tom in the newsroom in just a minute. Great seafood is just terrific any time of year, and especially at this time of year when spring is upon us. Get out and get to McMenemy's Fish Markets at 110 Pleasant Street, the largest selection of fish anywhere. With a newly expanded seating area, you can sit down, relax, and enjoy your favorite fried or broiled or baked, and only cholesterol-free oil is used. You can enjoy a seafood plate, a sandwich, or a roll, and their new fish chowder is just great. Luncheon specials, $3.99, served every day till 3:30. If you are a lobster lover, McMenemy's has the largest live lobster pools for miles and miles, so take some home. Or perhaps you'd prefer some shrimp. Ooh, succulent shrimp in all sizes. Or maybe crab meat or scallops or swordfish. They have the famous original Captain's Cut Shroud, thick white fillets, oven-ready bacon-serve entrees, little necks and cherry stones, every type of seafood. Smart people do their grocery shopping at the supermarket, but they buy their seafood from a super fish market. McMenemy's, 110 Pleasant Street, Brockton, Route 138, Rainham. Open every day at 9, every night till 8, and tonight, Fridays till 9. And the fish you buy today, you know. Swam last night in Buzzards Bay in McMenemy's Seafood Restaurant, featuring Brockton's best fried clams. You get a fried clam platter for just $5.98. In the fish market, shroud fillets from Chatham, just $3.99 a pound. Fresh center-cut salmon steak, $5.98 a pound this week at McMenemy's. 8:30 now on WBET Brockton, and Tom Earlstone to update you on this morning's news. Tom?
Charles, thank you very much. Lou McNally in the Metro South Weather Center calling for record-high temperatures today. We'll have details of that forecast after this hour's top stories. This report is being brought to you by the North Abington Cooperative Bank. Well, 5 years after his abduction in Beirut, friends, relatives, and colleagues of Terry Anderson are remembering him with observances in cities around the world. Family members are hoping that Anderson is near a television set to see a videotaped message from the 4-year-old daughter he's never met. The White House says U.S. intelligence sources confirm that a fire has stopped production at the controversial chemical plant in Libya. The U.S. suspects an accident might have caused that blaze, but Libya's leader, Muammar Gaddafi, believes sabotage is to blame. Child labor laws, hot topic on Capitol Hill this week, one day after the Labor Department announced it's found thousands of violations across the country. A House subcommittee today opens its own probe. Today, the trial of Exxon Valdez skipper Joseph Hazelwood turns to questions of what the jury hearing his case should be told. Yesterday, Hazelwood declined to testify in his own defense, something jurors usually are instructed should not figure in their judgment. Hazelwood is accused of a felony and 3 misdemeanors in the nation's worst oil spill. He faces 7.5 years in jail and $61,000 in fines if convicted. Meanwhile, the cleanup continues, and Exxon says it will be using smaller crews this year.
Exxon says it will use small mobile crews for the cleanup this year and will employ hundreds rather than the thousands it employed last year. And Exxon says it will use virtually no heavy equipment, but it won't begin until May. A record winter dumped more than 500 inches of snow on Valdez. Exxon says it's not safe or effective for crews to venture out just yet. The company claims winter storms clean 75% of the remaining oil off the beaches, though state scientists disagree. Exxon's cleanup bill so far, $2 billion. Greg Lefebvre, CNN, reporting.
Veterans Administration spokesperson John Bradley says drowning is believed to have been the cause of death of a 74-year-old wheelchair patient at the Veterans Administration Medical Center on Belmont Street in Brockton. The unidentified man was found in a pond at the rear of the VA hospital yesterday afternoon by Robert Carteret of 193 Manley Street, who was riding through the grounds on his bike and who heard a splashing sound. He saw the wheelchair in the water. Carteret, who is 66, went for help and returned with 2 patients who helped pull the victim from the water. Following closed-door contract negotiations in which the Whitman School Committee refused to extend his contract beyond 1993, Whitman School Superintendent John Peeney handed the committee his resignation, effective at the end of the fiscal 1991 school year. Now, that's 3 years before his contract is due to expire. Following last night's meeting, Peeney said he viewed the committee's refusal to grant the rollover as a vote of no confidence. A Brockton man severely beaten by a group of half a dozen youths was released after treatment at Brockton Hospital last night. 17-year-old Christopher Skidmore said he was walking on Spring Street at North Warren Avenue when he was attacked by a gang who went through his pockets looking for money. He was thrown to the ground and punched and kicked by the group. The Old Colony Correctional Center at Bridgewater will see its inmate population increase by 60 prisoners next month when the state officials open a $4.4 million addition to a medium security prison. Work on the 60-bed precast concrete modular unit is almost complete and expected to be operational by mid-April. The current inmate population of Old Colony is about 590. Calls have been made to relieve prison overcrowding by deporting inmates who are illegal aliens, but they cannot be deported until their prison terms are completed, and an Immigration and Naturalization Service official says it's going to take 6 months to process those cases. Boston Mayor Ray Flynn says police are on the lookout for 105 hardcore violent gang members. The gang targets are part of a plan to combat the city's rising violent crime rate. Flynn made the proposal yesterday at a crime summit involving more than 24 state, city, and federal officials. Governor Michael Dukakis proposed the crime summits take place every day until the reputed gang members are in custody. Meanwhile, police in Boston this morning are investigating what could be the 33rd homicide in the city this year. The burned body of a man believed to have been in his 20s was found by firefighters today in a lot in the Dorchester section. The abortion issue won't go away, and Congress a possible move to look into the Supreme Court decision to allow states more stringent abortion laws. CNN's Pam Olson has more.
Congress is investigating the implications of last summer's Supreme Court ruling, which gives individual states greater latitude in restricting abortions. Since then, 2 states have passed such laws. Doctors who do perform abortions report more harassment, but one former abortion clinic worker says she is a victim too. She can't forget what it was like to clean up after dozens of abortions each day. But others told Congress abortions must be available regardless of a doctor's personal preferences. Pam Olson, CNN, Capitol Hill.
In sports, the Bruins in Winnipeg tied 3-3. They will play again tomorrow afternoon against the Los Angeles Kings. You can hear that action right here on WBET. The Boston Celtics will play Orlando tonight to end the 3-game road trip. And in college basketball, in the NCAA East Regionals, it was Connecticut 76, Boston University 52, and in NIT first-round action, Maryland beat UMass 91-81. WBET 1460 News Time is now 8:36.
Hi, this is Richard Cracker Donovan, treasurer of the North Abington Cooperative Bank. If you have plans this year to purchase a new home, improve your present one, or refinance your mortgage, we think you'll find it advantageous to talk to us at the North Abington Cooperative Bank. Our mortgage rates are just about the lowest on the South Shore, and we don't charge points. Since we're a local bank, you'll get the fastest service anywhere. Any type of mortgage or home improvement loan can be quickly processed by our friendly staff. Other banking services available at the North Abington Cooperative include term deposits and money market certificates at competitive rates, IRAs, safe deposit boxes, drive-in service, and more. We're open from 9 to 3 and on Wednesday till 7:30. We also have Saturday hours from 9 to 1. North Abington Cooperative Bank offers banking services that are right for you. Stop in soon at 6 Harrison Avenue in North Abington. Thank you.
North Abington Cooperative Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Here's Lou at the WBET Metro South Weather Center.
Good morning, everybody. It looks like the fog will be lifting, and we've got the sunshine on the way with daytime high temperatures nudging up towards the upper 70s today. I don't think we'll have any trouble with the record. The record is 71. For tonight, it looks like it'll be partly cloudy. A couple of patches of dense fog, again, right by the shore. Temperature about 51 for tomorrow. It is going to be partly sunny, turning mostly cloudy later in the day. Scattered showers, thunder showers, but highs still make the 70s. That's the way it looks from here. This is Lou McNally, 1460 WBET.
Currently in Brockton, 43 degrees. This news brought to you by North Abington Cooperative Bank, 6 Harrison Avenue, North Abington. I'm Tom Rollstone, WBET News. Charles, have a good weekend.
Same to you, sir. Enjoy. It's 8:38. Marion Roble and the entertainment scene in just a minute. Brought to you by Movies and More Video Store, 728 North Main Street, West Bridgewater, at the Brockton line. There are video stores cropping up on every corner, but why should you go to Movies and More Video Store? There are a lot of good reasons. Movies and More rewards you every time you rent a movie with free movies, with free gifts, with 10% off purchases, and personal service. At Movies and More, you get more value for your money. And what's your video store doing for you these days? Oh, you got to rent a movie for $3. You got to rent it at least a couple of days. And that's the price of every movie. But at Movies and More with the Savers Club, new releases cost only $2.30. You get 99-cent rentals. You can reserve your movie by phone for tonight. You try to do that at another video store. Movies and More has the very best specials of any video store, like Nintendo rentals, $5.50 for 5 days. You have the Triple Up, where you get a 2-liter bottle of soda and popcorn and a movie-sized candy bar for 99 cents when you rent 3 movies. Or you get the Party Pack, that's soda and popcorn and a movie from just $3.99. What's your video store doing for you? Well, head for Movies and More, because every time you rent a movie, they give you money back. With Savers Club, you get free movies and gifts and 10% off purchases, and reserve by phone and save money on Nintendo and Triple Up and Party Packs. And what do you get at other video stores? Not much. So remember, Movies and More always gives their customers more. You get more value for your money at Movies and More Video Store, 728 North Main Street, West Bridgewater, at the Brockton line. And at Movies and More this week, new releases include Field of Dreams, Phantom of the Opera, River of Death, Halloween 5, Young Einstein, and Third Solution.
Hello, this is Marion Robles, Entertainment Scene, talking about a particular concert that's appearing in Boston these days called Legends in Concert. What it is a salute to the likes of the Blues Brothers, Buddy Holly, Roy Orbison, Marilyn Monroe, and Elvis Presley, all stars who were very big in their time and who have since been deceased. It's a very interesting phenomenon psychologically and in the world of show business, and it brings out an audience of mixed bag, people of several ages, for one thing, who for whatever reason either remember the particular celebrities that are being saluted here, or who perhaps have heard so much about them, as in the case of Elvis Presley, from their parents, that they now want to try and see the closest they can get to the real thing. It's a little bit spooky, as a matter of fact. They do a very good job of it in most instances, and at least momentarily catch the exact sounds and sights of these famous people. The most interesting factor about Legends in Concert is that they do not lip sync. They do not use records of the celebrities. They really use their own voices in imitation of, and they do incredibly well in that department. The show begins with the Blues Brothers, who are played by Rob Horton, and Mike St. John is Dan Aykroyd, and John Belushi, of course. They have incredible energy, incredible moves and twists and bounces, and they really rev the audience up as the opening act. Then the Roy Orbison salute was done by Larry Branson. He was incredible. A very good voice, did all the Orbison trademarks, and sang, of course, Pretty Woman and Dream Baby and I Got a Woman and Crying Over You and You Got It. The quiet mood of Orbison with the special vocal trademarks and vocal tricks, almost you want to say, that he was famous for, are beautifully reproduced here. And then we had Marilyn Monroe. Now that's, of course, here an image, an impression is so very important. The lady has a beautiful figure and, of course, has the very blonde hair, the long, lovely legs, and appears in that famous dress, the white halter-top dress, in that famous scene in The 7-Year Itch, where Marilyn stood over a subway grate and had her skirt blown up around her ears. Well, in this case, they've built it into the stage, so it's quite an impressive beginning. She doesn't really look like Marilyn in her facial features, but she has got the mannerisms and the little moves of the mouth and the little baby voice down pat, and so she is an admirable recreation of Marilyn Monroe, primarily singing the songs that Marilyn was best known for, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend and I Want to Be Loved by You and things of that nature, as she scoots out into the audience having some fun with the gentleman involved. And then come Buddy Holly. Now, this gentleman is played by George Trullinger, right after Miss Peters does her Marilyn Monroe bit. Again, I'd have to say he was probably my favorite out of the whole group. Has the right physique, the right hair, the right sound of his voice, Peggy Sue and Thank You Baby, and that'll be the day. He's really very good. The Elvis Presley is done by Tony Roy, extremely handsome young man, again, very, very similar voice, but sometimes not quite on the mark, probably because he was overpowered so much by the women in the audience. Legends in Concert through April 14th at the World Trade Center's new theater. Marion Robles Entertainment Scene on WBET 1460 in Brockton.
Entertainment Scene brought to you by Movies and More Video Store, 728 North Main Street, West Bridgewater at the Brockton line. Great movies always. Get yours this weekend at Movies and More.
I see the number 18 in my crystal ball.
A beautiful 18-year-old.
Dreamer.
I'm going to break par golfing.
No way, but you can save $1,800 on Chevy Corsica or Beretta.
You know you're gonna shout by a Chevy, yeah. Shout. Get a great deal and shout by a Chevy, yeah. Shout. Come on, y'all. Chevrolet, Chevrolet, Chevrolet.
Get to your Chevy dealers of New England and take your pick of the sporty, high-spirited Beretta or the handsome Corsica, one of the best-selling family cars in America. Whichever one you choose, you can save up to $1,800 and get Chevy's 3-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Whether you want Beretta's zippy fuel-injected engine and power rack and pinion steering, or Corsica's large trunk and extra roomy interior, make your choice and save up to $1,800. Beretta or Corsica, either way, you'll have something to shout about. See dealer for details.
Is this cold weather driving you to distraction? How about making a warm weather pit stop at Nassau, or Cancun, or Paradise Island, or Freeport, Lucaya? Cold Pits Travel can arrange a 3 or 4 day warm weather vacation that'll fit into your busy schedule for as little as $349, including round trip jet. Whether you choose the Bahamas or the Caribbean, Cold Pits Travel of Brockton has the answer. A shorter, more flexible, less expensive vacation. Call about a warm weather pit stop at area code 508-588-5660, or stop in at Cold Pits of Brockton at Westgate Mall.
8:45, Lou McNally is in the Metro South Weather Center with some divine intervention.
Yes, indeed. It looks like it's going to be kind of slow to cook here at the coast and within a few miles of the shore as fog takes its time, lifting up into some low cloudiness. But eventually, Old Seoul will take over, and we've got daytime high temperatures that will be threatening to smash records as old as 1935 today. Tomorrow's records were set back as well in 35 and also tied last year. And I think we have a chance of breaking those records because they're only into the mid-60s, so we got a couple of decent days headed our way. We are looking towards the tail end of the weekend where it is appearing at this point that we're going to be seeing some cloudy skies on towards tomorrow night. And into Sunday, there will be some scattered showers, maybe a thunder shower. Nothing anywhere near as severe or as strong as what has been ripping through the Midwest, but we'll get our share. And it looks like by Sunday it starts to turn cooler, and by Sunday night, Monday, it could actually be turning colder.
Ooh.
We're working on that during the course of the day today. But for today and tomorrow, it should be very pleasant. It'll take longer to break out along the coast, and it'll take until afternoon to get some bright clouds down to the Cape and Islands. But even there, they'll head for the 50s and 60s, while we head for the 60s and the 70s. And we can take that, can't we, on a Friday?
No complaints.
There you go. That's the way it looks from here.
Thank you, sir. 43 downtown.
WBET proudly announces that you can now register to win our 5th annual Caribbean Getaway giveaway.
And this year, our giveaway is extra special because it's winner's choice. Our grand prize winner can choose from the following destinations:
Barbados, Cancun, Jamaica, or Nassau. The trip includes airfare, hotel accommodations, transfers, and taxes. Travel arrangements by the Coal Pits Travel Center, Westgate Mall, Brockton.
Our winner also chooses when he or she takes this great 8-day, 7-night trip for 2. It can be any time between May 1st and November 1st.
There is no purchase necessary when you register at our participating sponsors, but you must be 18 years of age or older to register.
So visit a sponsor and sign an entry blank today. It could be you who winds up with the winner's choice.
Register today at these participating sponsor locations.
Register to win at the American Indian Store, Franklin and Water Streets in Quincy, at Peaceful Meadows, Route 28, Middleborough, and at the John Bright Shoe Center, Route 44 in Rainham. 8:47, Bill Alex has the Newsline program in about 20 minutes at 9:10 with the luck of the Irish today.
Yes, our own Jim Larkin in studio this morning, Charlie, and as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, a St. Patrick's Day weekend. Tomorrow a big day, of course, and today Jim is in studio. We're going to play some music, we're going to do some trivia, give away a few things, and have a good old time, as they say, this morning with Jim Larkin beginning at 9:10.
Nice to see Mr. Larkin in the studio. Always on time. The guy is amazing. Thank you, sir. And we'll talk to you both in about 20 minutes at 9:10.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, sir. At 10:30, conversations with Marion Roble and from the Brockton Symphony. We get ready for an upcoming concert. And also from Channel 4 Television, host Barbara Brilliant discusses her show and her background at 10:30 until 12 noon on Conversations with Marion. 8:48 is our time. Good morning.
Drive with us. We're driving to be the best. Drive with us. We're driving to soar above all the rest. At Blue Hill Lincoln Mercury, know we're number one. With more value, more choices, come drive with us.
Come drive the all-new 1990 Grand Marquis. All the power of a full-size V8 engine, riding comfort and luxury for only $15,999. Or take advantage of low 6.9% financing for up to 48 months on the 1990 Grand Marquis.
Cause we wanna be number one with you. We're driving to make your dreams come true. We're Blue Hill Lincoln, Mercury, come drive with us.
The Town Shop for Women in Hanson announces its going out of business sale. You'll find large selections of dresses at $25 in petite, missy, and half sizes. Mother of the bride dresses, lingerie, and sportswear. Tables of $5 items. Hurry in for great savings. Save up to 50% on women's wear. The Town Shop Fashions for Women, located in the Shaw's Plaza, routes 14 and 58 in Hanson. Join them for their going out of business sale. They're open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6, Thursday and Friday till 8 p.m., Sundays noon to 5.
Standard fare. 8:50 on WBET, and as we mentioned in the last half hour, we were going to talk to George Hebert for a few minutes this morning before the 9 o'clock news about some goings-on in West Bridgewater this weekend, and you really look nice in your West Bridgewater Fire Department hat. That's got to be a few years old.
That's a number one. You see that? Right
Yes,
there?
it's a great hat.
Yeah,
I
the
love
chief
the hat.
let me use that.
Yeah, you got your Esterbrook's hat underneath it. So
yes, that's
you've kept your allegiance.
I'm wearing both hats, you see. And there's a reason for that, Charlie.
Yeah, of course there is. That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. This Sunday, we are going to have at Esterbrook's Restaurant a Firemen's Appreciation Day. And what we're trying to do is the West Bridgewater Fire Department, outside of the fire department, there's a great big thermometer. And we're trying to raise $10,000 in town to buy new equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people in the town may say, well, we just appropriated some money through the town to buy new equipment and so forth. But that was to equip the new truck that we have and buy a couple other small pieces that we needed. And I say small pieces because people don't realize the cost of some of the equipment that fire department has to use. Recently, at a fire up on North Elm Street in West Bridgewater, they had one of the Scott air packs blow up while it was on the back of one of the firemen.
Oh, my God.
In the right direction, this could have caused some very serious injuries to the firemen. I happen to know the fireman very personally, and I'll tell you, it really scared him.
Sure.
They did an investigation on some of the equipment that they were using, and some of it was over 30 years old.
And today's technology, that you could get something newer every 6 months probably, and would help not only the people who are fighting the fire, but those who are trying to have a fire alleviated from their home or business or whatever.
Definitely. And just a small thing like a Scott air pack, Charlie, runs $1,400 to $1,600 each. And, you know, if we supply each fireman at the fire with one, that can add up to a few dollars.
Sure.
What we're looking to do this weekend is every customer who comes into the restaurant, we are going to donate a portion of that meal back to the fire department.
Mm-hmm.
We're also going to have on display in our function room all the equipment that the fire department is looking to replace. We're going to put price tags on it so people can actually see what this stuff costs to replace.
Now, this is the older stuff you're having there, or the new stuff they want to purchase?
Both.
Both, okay.
Both. Some of the newer stuff that they want to purchase is going to be on display, plus some of the pieces that, such as the air pack that blew up at the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also on display, depending on the weather, Brother Keneally from Keneally Hayrides over in East Bridgewater is going to bring over his horse-drawn antique fire truck. And we're going to have that on display out in front of the restaurant, and we're going to have the newest piece of equipment in West Bridgewater on display, the giant ladder truck that we just purchased. Also, there'll be firemen there who will be more than willing to take donations. We're going to have a booth there. Anybody who would like to come in and contribute, this is a chance for everyone who the fire department has helped in the past to help the fire department. Mm-hmm. We're a volunteer fire department in West Bridgewater. This is a chance for everyone in the community to participate and volunteer. We need equipment, and this is a chance for us as citizens to volunteer and do our part. My wife and I, we can't fight fires. We're not qualified or in physical condition to do it, but we can help this way, and we're calling on all the residents of the town to help us. to support the fire department, to support the people who help us when we need them the most. There's no value that you can put on what these people do.
No, there's if ever there is a profession under the taken for granted category, I guess it would be the fire department. You see them, you go by, yeah, there they are. But boy, when something happens and you scream for them, they're there.
Right. Even if it's, if the kids fall down at the skating rink and scratch their knee, the EMTs are there. I go back in town to the time when all as we had for availability of service was a station wagon that the police department used to have. Believe me, it was a rough ride to the hospital, and if you made it. Now we have a good team of EMTs on around the clock down there. We have an excellent fire department that's available on demand almost immediately, without question.
Isn't it nice to know that's there in spite of the fact that unfortunately we don't make ourselves very aware of it?
Well, Charlie, it is, but due to budget cuts, the chances are it won't be. And this is the kind of thing that we have to make do as part of Proposition 2.5, as much as we hate to even say the words. We have to support the things that we feel are important. And one of the things that we can't deny a penny to is the fire department and the police department. They're two of the most important things in our town. And
how many towns around here, aside from West Bridgewater, still have volunteer departments? Do you have any idea?
No, I don't.
It's a curiosity question.
I know that we do have full-time firemen in West Bridgewater still, but the majority of our force is made up of volunteers in the town that come on call of the horn. And that horn blows on top of the fire station. You'd be amazed at how fast everyone responds.
Yeah, I've never personally seen that in action. I've heard the horn, because I used to live right over near that area, but I've never seen it in action, but it's got to be very impressive.
It is. And just to think that people leave their daily vocation, such as Mark's towing service. He drops what he's doing at his speed shop and comes to fires right on call. It doesn't give any question to his daily work.
Or personal safety.
Right. It's the importance of the job. And we do have a team that feel that way. And that's why we're supporting them the way we have. At fires, Elizabeth and I try to be there with coffee for them on request, because we realize the importance of them.
Okay, so now this is starting from your standpoint today, tomorrow, which...
Well, we're going to have the boot on display all weekend long, and people can stop into the restaurant with donations and put them in all weekend long. Sunday is our big day. We're going to go from 9 in the morning till 8 at night. Every meal that's served at the restaurant, a portion of it will be donated back to the fire department, whether it's an ice cream in the ice cream room or whether it's a full-course meal in the dining room. Everybody can participate.
Okay, now you'll be open earlier, though, on Sunday.
On Sunday, we're going to be open at 6:30 in the morning.
Okay, I don't want to confuse people, but it starts at 9.
Morning.
Okay, but this starts at 9 and will continue until you close at 8 o'clock.
Right.
On Sunday night. Okay, it just sounds like such a good idea, and it's funny, as I talk to you, I almost feel embarrassed because you just do overlook things like that, and when you talked to me about this a week or two ago about let's, get a little publicity going, sure. Why not? And are there any other, I have no problem if we want to give a plug to any other merchants in the area?
Well, no, the other merchants in the area have asked what they can do to help. And what they can do to help is the same thing Elizabeth and I are doing. Take a portion of your day's receipts, bring them down.
Well, that adds up real fast, doesn't it?
It sure does. And it doesn't have to be a lot. There was a place, the Fun Factory, has asked what they can do to help, and we're more than happy to sit down and go through what they can do. It's just a tiny bit of what your day's receipts are. That's all we're asking for. Not asking for a lot. If everybody in town did that, if all the corporations, all the companies in town took a tiny bit of their one day's receipt, that $10,000 mark would be $20,000 without any question.
That's right. And is there a target date that they want to have this money put together so they can go on? Or?
As soon as possible.
Well,
that's about it. And right now, we're going to get it started this weekend, and it's going to go on through the summer, but we're looking to do it as fast as possible because we do need this equipment. It's not something that we can put off for too much longer.
Okay. Now, for those who people in the radio world are listening in and out all the time, we're talking about Estabrooks in West Bridgewater, and it's on Route 128, on 28, I said 128, on Route 28. See, I'm all thrown off because we're an hour different than we usually talk. It's a quarter mile south of West Bridgewater Center on Route 28, and open every morning at 6:30. Every night until 10, except on Sundays you'll be open till 8 this week.
Right.
And from 9 to 8 will be your big get-together. So go grab yourself some lunch or dinner at Estabrooks on Sunday and help the West Bridgewater Police all at the same time. And the EMTs, I guess, all kind of fall into the same
Definitely.
umbrella.
It all comes under the same umbrella, right? And corned beef and cabbage will be there. We got a lot of corned beef and cabbage.
Corned beef and cabbage like you've never seen before in your life. All right, sir, we have just a few more seconds. Anything else? Maybe another 5 or 10 seconds, and then I got to finish up a couple of things myself.
No, just take Route 28 south, West Bridgewater Center. You got the great big monument in the center of town.
That's right.
Fire station is to the right. Estabrooks is to the left on 28. Follow 28, 1/4 mile right-hand side. Great big sign says AAA approved Estabrooks Family Restaurant, the one with the fire truck out front.
All right, terrific, and we look forward to seeing how things go, and we'll talk to you on Monday.
Thank you very much.
Okay, news in just a few seconds. I want to say happy birthday to Frank Martin. I promised I'd do that earlier and didn't get to it. Frank is up there, according to the information we got from his daughter Barbara and granddaughter Amanda. Happy birthday, Frank Martin. Enjoy it, and have many, many more. Jim Larkin joins Bill Alex on the Newsline coming up in just 10 minutes. On WBET Brockton, serving Metro South 24 hours a day, the only full-service AM news and information source in the region. 9 o'clock in news time.
From the CNN News Center in Atlanta, I'm Stan Case. There are more opportunities than ever before for the release of hostage Terry Anderson. Former President Jimmy Carter's words of hope spoken today in Damascus, Syria. Mr. Carter is there to talk with President Hafez Assad, and no doubt the hostage issue will come up.